Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We are just about 10 minutes away from kickoff for tonight's matchup. Just seeing if everything is working, the mic's working, everything's looking all good. Righto, so this is going to be a very interesting matchup, to say the least, with it being with a team who is currently looking for their first win of the season, and one that's just come off of a very gutsy away win. That, of course, being St George with the victory over the North Queensland Cowboys, and Manly, who are, let's just say, not in the best of places at the moment. So going through the lineups here, just a casual reminder before we go into the lineups that no game footage will be shown because the NRL have hired Slavia Prague fans to try to come kill me if they do, and trust me, that fan base already hates me at this point. So yeah. So the lineups here, first off for St George, they got Dufty at fullback, they got Ravaloa and Ramsey on the wings, they got Bird and Lomax in the centres, Norman at 5'8", and Hunt at halfback, and that concludes the backs. And the forwards is Vaughton, Laurie, and McCullough as hooker, and Sims, Kurt, and Fuma Ono. And the subs are Farmasili, Merrin, Alvaro, and William. I think it is figured as William, but there is an E at the end, which is a bit suspicious. And now going on to Manly, they've got Walker at fullback, they've got Garrick and Saab on the wings, they've got Parker and Sully in the centres, they've got Foran at 5'8", and I've got Daly Cherry Evans as halfback. And that's completing the backs and the forwards are Taupau, Croker, Paseka, Schuster, Gosiewski, and Trebojevic. And the subs are Cust, Boyle, Kepi, and Aloiai. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup in terms of what will happen. It's because you got the Dragons, who are a team who I personally predicted would get the wooden spoon this year when I made the prediction way back in December. So it's going to be a bit, it's going to be interesting because Manly obviously were stricken by one of the Trebojevic brothers being out. So it's going to be very hard to predict this. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if either team were able to take this out. I feel like, but I don't feel like that this is going to be like a close game. I feel like either one team's just going to dominate. So if I was to put in a prediction, which I'm going to put in the live chat right now, okay, it's commented. Just seeing how long it's going to take to actually pop up, and I just realised there it is, right there. I think the Dragons will pull out with a 20-10 win. Gonna put it somewhere in the middle of like the bets of like whether it being close or not. Oh, shouldn't be doing on that. I'm just KO accidentally clicked out of it, so I'm just getting the stream back up. So we're about 5 minutes away from kickoff for this game, so just Wendell Sailor's in a CC ads. Why is Wendell Sailor in a CC ads, and why did that? Bloody hell. There we are. So, I feel like it's going to be very interesting to say the very least. Just checking all of these socials just to see that everything is going according to plan. And then we'll be ready. Just adding tags and everything, all the essential stuff. Ben Hunt will be very interesting to see how they play. Because I heard in the actual pre-game that there is a Des Hasler's on a he's on a contract for a what was it? It was a performance contract. So basically, if Manly continue on the way they are, then Hasler could get released from his contract, which would be pretty interesting. I will say that there has been a lot of advertisements for the Tim Tszyu versus Hogan, the boxing match. So we're getting ready for the game to kick off. We're just about to get ready. Just a casual reminder, if I could get my fucking hair out of my way. Like, bit weird, but no game footage will be shown because of copyright issues, but I will try to commentate to the best of my ability. So, Guys, we're getting playing the Fox League intro because it's got a very big game coming up after this. It is obviously the original rivalry of rugby league, being South Sydney against the Sydney Roosters, which would be a very interesting match to see. Because if I check, like, will this be like, I don't know, I was about to say, would it be like the Roosters' first, like, real test? But I don't think that's the case, actually. Who did the Roosters play? The Roosters played, I know they played the Tigers and Manly, okay. So here we are. Game is just about both teams set to come out, so I'm just going to do another rundown, the final rundown of the lineups. So first off, St George, Duffy at fullback, Ravalawa and Ramsey on the wings. You've got Bird and Lomax as centres, Norman as 5'8", and Hunt as halfback, and that completes the backs. And then you got the forwards of Vorton, McCullough, Laurie, Tarek Sims, Kerr, and Fuaono. And the subs are Farm Masili, Marin, Alvaro, and Williamy. And for Manly, the fullback Walker, the wingers are Garrick and Saab, the centres are Parker and Sully, Foran as is 5'8", and Daly Cherry Evans is halfback, and the forwards consist of Taupau, Crocker, Pasika, Schuster, Gosiewski, Trebojevic, and the subs are Cust, Boyle, Kepi, and OEI. As Manly have coming out to the stadium. So we go, the St George are about to come out now. Just realised that they're St George. Obviously they come out to the Saints are marching in because obviously they are the Saints, but they play the rock version, which is pretty cool. There's Kieran Foran, the 5'8" for the Manly Seagulls. This is his 150th game for Manly, so congratulations to him. So getting ready now. Manly are kicking off. They are running this side. My right, but stage left, and the south kickoff, and it's a short kick, bit of a dodgy catch there, but it's going to be talked by Kerr, who gets it to the 25, and that's the first tackle there. Just hang on, just need to reset. There we are. Oh no, never mind. And there is a fourth tackle. It's coming up here for the St George Dragons. Soilfy Oates with the Go Dragons. As for the fourth tackle, they make a pass halfway, and that's Tarek Sims there making it to the 43 metres away from the try line here. Last tackle here for St George. Ben Hunt takes the kick, and it's a high one. And it's a catch by Walker, and he gets brought down at the 15. And there's a tackle there by onto Saab, who just makes it short of the 20. Then they're getting off near down the side. I believe that is Garrick, who has picked it up. He gets tackled for the 25 on the third. I need Dragons to win for the tip. A lot of multis. A lot of multis get ruined on this stream. And there's an offload there. Attempted by Manly, and it's a knock-on. It is playing on here as St George pick it up on the 40 in 40 metres away from the try line. So a chance for the Dragons to get some potential early points on the board. That's a big charge there for the second tackle, just short of the 20-metre line for And they're going to pass it down now to Norman, as gives it off to Fui Mayono, who makes it 15 metres away from the try line there for the third tackle. And that is Vorton, who gets brought down on the 10 for the fourth tackle. And they're going to go down the far side, and Hunt has made a bit of a dodgy pass, but it's still fourth tackle, no play on. So Manly bring him down onto the 20. So 20 metres out, last tackle here for the St George Dragons. And Ben Hunt with a high bomb. And Lomax tries to go and challenge the Manly player, but it doesn't go off. And it's been grounded by Manly, but it's going to be a 20-metre restart for the Manly Sea Eagles. Very interesting early chance there for the St George Dragons, as Manly take the 10-metre tap for the first tackle, 15 metres out in their own half. That's another the second tackle there, and as he gets brought down right about the 15 metres inside his own half, and Cherry Evans runs from Durry half and makes it near the 30 in Manly's half. And now it's a big charge down the line here, and it's passed down wide, and it's getting off to Garrick, and he gives the pass away, almost running out. Now it's a grubber kick there by Foran, but the whistle is gone. And it's been classed as a knock-on by Manly. So it's a good chance there, as Parker goes on a good run and gives it off to Garrick, who tries to stay in. He stays in, he's out. And he passes it back. So he did go into touch. So it's going to be possession, a set of 6 for the St George Dragons, just in front of their own 20-metre line. 25 metres away, basically. There's a big charge there by the St George as they make it past the 30 for the first tackle. And there's Tarek Sims, expecting big metres from him as he makes it to the Dragons 45. Just onto the third tackle there as it's Bird, who gets brought down right on halfway. So now that's a charge there by Vorton, who makes it past the 40 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. And there's a kick by Ben Hunt, an early kick here. And it's kicked it towards the corner, and Walker's able to get there. But he gets wrapped up by 3 men, which was Lomax, Hunt, and Kerr, who made the tackle. And there's a bit of a charge there, and there's the second tackle 15 on Manly's 15. So it says here, head-to-head at WIN Stadium. Manly haven't beaten St George at WIN Stadium since 2003. That is a very interesting stat. So it's fourth tackle there for Manly as they make it onto their 25. And that is Trebojevic taking it to the 35. Last tackle here for Manly. And Cherry Evans with the kick. Kicks it centrally down the middle, and it's going to get picked up on the Dragons 5 there. And that is Dufty, who gets brought down in the Dragons 25. Dragons a little bit slow coming back here, as it's only been about 4.5 minutes that have gone. 4.5 minutes. And there's a charge there by Sims, who makes a pass to 40 for the fourth tackle. And now Laurie, who breaks it past halfway. And now last tackle, quick play of the ball here for St George, and it's high up in the air, and it's going to be caught by Saab, who gets some boos, so I think something's happened. I don't get this time of year. It's like a minute ahead for some reason. So now, Manly got tackled around their 20 for the second. Now they get brought down on the 25 for the third tackle. Now it's a big charge there by Tapau. He gets brought down to the Manly's 40 for the fourth tackle. And now Cherry Evans have got numbers on here, and it's hands there by by Gasiewski and has knocked it on, so it's going to be possession here for St. George. Ran about near centre field for a full set of 6. So it's Cherry Evans with the pass, and he too much of a reach out there by Gosiewski. Has tried to flick it back, come off his chest and knock on. So it's a scrum feed right on halfway for St. George. So here we go from the back of the scrum, and it's as Kerr gets tackled right on halfway for the first tackle. And that is Laurie, who takes it to just short of the 40 metres away from the try line. Duncan needs Cody Ramsey and Jason Saab to score. That's a pretty interesting one. So basically, the both number 2s to get a try in this game. As past the third tackle as Ben Hunt's picked up with the ball and he gets wrapped. It's an offload here, near 30 metres away from the try line. And Lomax with another offload gives it off to Norman. And now Hunt. So, and Hunt finally gets tackled for the 4th tackle, 25 metres away from the try line. So now second last play is Tarek Sims gets wrapped up inside 20 metres out. Last tackle here. And that is Norman with the kick. And Lomax has made the catch and has beaten all the Manly players and has granted it. And it's a try to St. George. And Lomax, there was teasing about this happening in the first set, but he couldn't hold on to it. But now for the second attempt from the kick from Norman, and Lomax able to jump high up in the air, catch it, and beat past Garrick to get the first try of the game. So it's a good play there. Did Lomax score a try? Yes, he did. He got the first try. So 4-0 with a kick to come. It should be relatively easy. Right near front, so it should be really good here for... That's 20 career tries. Premiership tries for Zach Lomax. And he's going to be converting his own try here. It should be relatively near the middle. So it should be a... So it should put us over. Kicked 15 consecutive goals. His last miss was round 18, 2020. Why are they bringing this up? Because all that's going to do is just jinx him. There's no reason why they should have brought that up. Cody Ramsey, Jason Saab, and Jack Gosiewski need to score for your tip to go through. I wish you luck, Dump King. So Lomax set to convert his own try, and he smashes it down the middle, and it's 6-0. 10 minutes gone in this game. It is a bit weird because there is no rain. Beautiful, it's a beautiful autumn's day here in New South Wales. Yeah. Yep, okay. Might try to make this less brighter as the kickoff to restart the game has happened. And it's been caught by Ben Hunt. Yep. Yeah, there we are. Oh, fuck. Fucking, I'm hopeless at this. Yeah, we should be alright now. There's a second tackle there for the Dragons. On the Dragons 25. There's Ravalala with a drive just short of the Dragons 40 for the third. And it's another charge there for Fui Mayo, who makes it onto halfway for the 4th tackle. And Vaughan gets brought out 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for St George, and Hunt with the kick. And it's a big catch there by Walker. And it's a good pass there for Garrick, and there's a bit of a gap here. And he's made it right on halfway. He gets brought down. He's still going, and he gets 45 metres away from the try line for the first tackle for Manly. What? What?
What are you doing?
He's recording.
Doing something on YouTube.
Come on, out.
What?
Yeah, just said 100,000 views.
Are you commentating or something?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the Knights playing tonight?
No.
Okay, come on.
You gotta get me hairy chest and big belly on.
Oh, I don't fucking know. Sorry about that. So, fourth tackle here for Manly. Coming in 10 metres away from the try line now. Darry Cherry-Evans, who gets it off to Sully, who gets brought down with the 5. So, last tackle here for Manly to get a comeback try here. It's given off to Cherry-Evans, who's gone for a really interesting grubber. And it's up the upright, and it's been picked up by Dufty, and he gets dragged out. So, it's going to be a goal line dropout here. Hate that my grandma does the same, mate. Yeah, it's a bit of a... So what can you do? Need to move out. But so it's a goal line drop in here for Manly, so it's another potential chance of a set of 6. Would be interesting to see if Manly can get a try off this. Got 5 seconds for the dropout. And they kick it. It's a bit of a low one. A lot of low kicks that have happened so far in this game. And there comes Tapau, gets it off to Walker. He gets brought down 35 metres away for the try line for the first tackle. A lot of the numbers down the near side. And bloody Paseka gets the offload here for Crocker. It's a play on. And it's a big cut for Schuster, who just runs through a gap, and he's now 5 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. And that's Tapau, who's still up, and he gets brought down at the 5 as well. And they got Foran to Cherry-Evans. And now Walker, and that's a very high shot. It was shoulders and no more, apparently, for the fourth tackle. That was around his neck, to be fair. As Trbojevic gets brought down on the 10. Last tackle here for Manly. They go far side. And pass, and Cherry-Evans just gets wrapped up. That's some good wing defence there by St George. So the Dragons are going to get possession back there. That should have been a penalty for a high shot for Manly, because it was like that, and like he hits his shoulders and then slings him. That should have been. Anyways, as first tackle here for the Dragons as they're on their own 10. And there's going to be a lot more physicality coming from this match now. 6 from 6 completions here for St George, and only 3 and 6 from Manly. Thing Des Hasler needs to look out for. As third tackle, Dragons been brought on to their own 15. As Phil Mayono with some big meters, getting it near the 30 for the Dragons. And now Vaughton gets brought down for the 30 on their 35 for the last tackle. And it's a big kick inside the 40, and it's gone straight to Walker after a bounce. And he's almost tried to break through and gets past and gets the tackle on the 40 inside of Manly's half. And now Garrick gets right up around 45 metres inside Manly's half. And now Manly make it past halfway for the third tackle. 45 metres away from the try line now, Manly. And that is Foran, who gives it off to Cherry-Evans. And that's a good offload to Gosiewski, who gets brought down 45 metres out. Fourth tackle. It was a bit of a dodgy pass to Power, but it's okay. 30 metres out for the try line now. Last tackle. And Foran goes up for a high kick. And that is a big take there by Ravalawa. And he gets brought down inside the 10 for the first tackle. Luke Robinson saying, "Come on, the Dragons." A lot of Dragon fans out and about today. It is good to see from their club's recent hardships. Crowd looks all right. It's like, I know that they announced that stadiums are going to be 100%. I don't know if that's now or soon, but anyways, as there was fourth tackle there, and that is tackled just outside of the Dragons 40. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And it's a big kick there by Norman. It's picked up by Saab. And he gets wrapped around in Manly's 25. Why is Saab getting booed? Is there like, did he used to play for the Dragons or something? If someone could please explain to me, I'd be much appreciated. And so now Walker now gets brought down 45 metres away, 45 metres inside his own half for their tackle. And there's a knock on there by Manly, and it's going to be a scrum feed for the Dragons. Reckon Ramsey will score. To be completely honest, I haven't paid any attention to the Dragon squad, so maybe I can't make a exact judgment on if he'll score or not. So 45 metres out for the set of 6 for the Dragons. I mean, if they keep going down their wings, which is what I think would be the plan here for the Dragons, I think he should get a try. So there we go. The scrum has been set as Bird currently has possession here. And it's trying to give a pass out to Lomax, and it's knocked on, and Manly now has possession here. And now and then the first tackle for Manly is 45 metres out for the try line. And now Taupau gets an offload there to Trebojevic, now to Cherry Evans, now to Gosiewski, now to Sulai. And Sulai's still on the rung here, gives it off to Saab. As Saab now makes it inside, 15 metres away from the try line, which is now the first tackle because there was 0 for the previous one. So a real big chance for Manly to get some points on the board. And there is Foran, who gives it off to Walker. And Walker gets brought down just shy of the 10-metre line. And now it's another charge there. And it's an offload to Trebojevic, and Trebojevic is knocked on. Basically, Paseka goes through and tries to get an offload to Trebojevic, but is brought down, and in the process loses the ball. So it's going to be a scrum feed for the St. George Dragons. I have a feeling this just has a feeling of that Gold Coast Titans Broncos game where like nearly every set is a knock on. So current completion rate, St. George is 89%, while Manly is 44%. That is not looking good. So, scrum feed on the Dragons, 10 for the Dragons. As Lomax takes the first tackle on the Dragons 15. And that gives it off to, I believe that is Ravalawa, who gives the ball off to Lomax to take the third tackle on the Dragons 25. And now Kerr with some good metres there. Makes it just short of the 40 for the third tackle. And there's no numbers on the near side for the Dragons. As Norman gets brought down on the 5th. For the 5th on the 40. And it's a bit of a weird banana kick from the last tackle as Saab picks it up. And Saab gets tackled by Ben Hunt. Oh, so he is a former Dragons player. That explains it. So the tackle was on the first 30 in Manly's 35, and now they get for the second tackle on the Manly's 45. Manly are making good meters. Like I know their set completion hasn't been good, but if they do learn to complete sets during this game, because they are making a lot more meters than the Dragons are. And it's a very interesting play. That is Bird. 25 metres out. Fourth tackle here. And that is Paseka. There's a lot of passes. They need to be careful because this is where they can start losing the ball here. And now Cody Walker now. And now it's given off to Tau Pau. Now it's given off to Gosiewski. And he gets wrapped up. And it's another pass here. And it's gone off to Sulai. And Sulai makes it inside for 15 metres out now. Last tackle. They go short here. Now Walker tries to get an offload to Saab. And it's picked up by a Dragons player. And this looks a bit interesting for Manly fans as Walker is clasping his right shoulder. He is back up, but maybe a little bit of a stinger as the Dragons get brought down for the third tackle on their 25. And there's another tackle there right near similar to territory for the fourth tackle here for the Dragons. And now Ben Hunt with a kick from the fourth. Potentially trying to make it to a 40-20. And it's going to be picked up by Saab, who gives it straight off to Walker. Was it Walker? Yes, I think it was Walker. Bit of a stitch up by Saab for the player who's clutching his shoulder. Just like, here you go, fuck you. But so potentially that Dylan Walker might be brought out. Yeah, that is the definition of a hospital pass as its third tackle here for Manly. 35 inside that 35. It's our fourth tackle, so make it to the 45 now. And it's another offload, and it's gone a bit dodgy, and it's gone back. So it's play on here. So make it into the other half, to the Dragons' half, and they're 31 metres out. They've got numbers. It's just going mental at the moment as Aloiai brings it to the Dragons 30. Last tackle here. And it's Foran who goes with a kick, and it's going to be Ravalera and goes a brilliant catch. But he's going to be tried to be dragged into the goal mouth, but is not brought in. Manly's defence is actually in holding a team into like their own 20. They're pretty good at that as they're currently, for the third tackle, still inside the 10, the Dragons. Oh, there's a bit of a gap here. And it's Norman, who's gone straight through. And he's tried to pass it for a 2-on-1. And it's an absolute shit pass. And now Manly have got possession for a first tackle 40 metres out. Just as when I say that Manly's defence are good, then Norman goes through, and then for an easy pass to potentially just get another try on the board, and it doesn't go through. Commentators curse all over again, really. So it's second tackle here for Manly, 25 metres out from the try line. And that is given to Sully, who gets brought down on the 20 for the third. As Kepi's come on for Tau Pau. And now Walker. And Schuster's trying to give an offload, but it hasn't worked. Leo Vichamont, I cannot share the screen, unfortunately, due to NRL copyright. Because NRL will try to murder me. Because copyright reasons. As third tackle here for the Dragons. And it's another knock-on. And now Cherry Evans has gone for a grubber. And surely there was a knock-on there. But it's just like that. And Cherry Evans may have scored here. They have to do a video ref because I'm fairly certain it came off his hands. So they got no try. So there was another knock-on by the Dragons. Cherry Evans goes on the run and kicks it. I have a feeling it came off his hand and then went down. So it'll be a knock-on. So here's the pass. It was a knock-on by Alvaro. Loses the ball. Cherry Evans picks it up. It's come off Cherry Evans' hands. No, it was Kepi, sorry, who gets the hands. So it's a definite knock-on by the Dragons. They're going to see if it's a double knock-on by Kepi. Yeah. He does get a touch. Kepi does get a touch. It does look like it's coming forward, but the bounce goes backwards. So it's a double knock on. So that should be, it's a Manly ball. So it's no try, and I believe it should be a scrum to Manly. So it was a kick by Cherry Evans. Yeah, his hand touched it, and I don't think he kicked it, so I think it was... Oh, and he probably didn't ground it anyway, so it would never been a try. But here is another chance here for Manly. Hopefully they can hold on to it. 15.5 minutes remaining in this half. So you're seeing here, the Manly have currently got more than 100 more meters, run meters, than St. George. So I would say momentum is on the side of Manly. They just need to complete their sets and not knock on, because that's also an issue that's plaguing the Dragons at the moment. So 35 metres out, a scrum feed here for Manly. So here we go. It's a ball off to Cherry Evans. And it's given off to Kepi. He gets brought down 15 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. And Trebojevic tries to charge through and gets brought just short of the 10. That's a big charge there by Aloiai. Got very close to the try line there. And now that is Foran. Gets it off to Walker. It tries to go for a grubber. I think it might have been played at. And it's a 6 more. So yes, there was a played at by the Dragons. So 15 metres out for the first tackle. It's a 6 more for Manly. That is Kepi now, who gets it inside the 10 for the second tackle. There's Foran to Cherry Evans. And a pass to nobody. But it's picked up by Sully. He gets brought down. What the hell's going on here? So it's Sully and Bird, and it's getting into it at the moment. We have got a fight. It's a penalty to Manly. But there was some elbows and there's some slap hands going on. We've got some hand tussling at the moment, some handbags. Oh, be a bit careful. Basically, Sully was just being held up, and Bird was taking it to him. As Cherry Evans is the worst player in the NRL. No. So he basically tries to... So Bird basically went to go for the ball, and he clips Sully's face, and then they both get into it and start pushing and shoving. So it's a bit aggressive here, so I feel like... Solidify OCE Go Dragons. So I think they're just going to have a talking to. I don't think there's anything much for a report. I think it'd be a bit harsh if it goes on report. So it's a penalty to Manly inside the 20. What? What? So one of the Dragons player, who was it? Was the Eagles number 3? It was Bird saying, where was the high tackle? He literally comes in and fucking bangs his elbow around his face. So it's a bit of a interesting. So now Manly now. I told you there's going to be aggression here. So first tackle inside the 20. Manly have to score here. They've got all the momentum and all the possession as Trebojevic breaks it inside the 10. For the second tackle, and now that is Kepi. And there's big play there. And Schuster's knocked it. And it's another knock-on by Manly. And it's a knock-on there by the Dragons. So it's a double knock-on. It's going to be a scrum to the Dragons. But holy shit. This is just a replay of the Gold Coast Titans and Broncos game. Because there was a knock-on nearly every set. This is fucking ridiculous. It was Parker who made the knock-on. Not Schuster, because Schuster was in the tackle. And he also plays for St. George. No, he doesn't. He plays for Manly. I'm a fucking idiot, but... So the scrum has been set. So first tackle is on the Dragons 15 there, and that is Ravalaira. It's a big tackle there, big charge there by Trebojevic, who brings him back for the second tackle on the 15. And Trebojevic was very late getting off, so surely it's going to be a set restart. No, it isn't. So, it's 6 more. So, yep, there is a set restart for the Dragons. So, the Dragons get brought down for the first tackle on their 35. And now McCullough goes straight into Gosiewski. That's a big charge for the second tackle. There was a tackle on the 45. There's a big gap there for Tarek Sims. And he's got the line part straight to Dufty. And just through. Dufty won't fuck this up. He does get a catch. And it's 10-0 to the Dragons. Beautiful run there by Tarek Sims. Straight through the gap. And passed off to the support of Dufty for a 2-on-1 on Walker. Easy as you like. And it's 10-0 to the Dragons. Also, Walker went for the intercept, which is fair enough in that case. So that is a good try there for the Dragons. Really punishing the mistakes by Manly. So it's 10-0. 10-0 to the Dragons with a kick to come. Should be a relatively easy kick as well. I think it was under the black dot. Yep, it was. Noah Ball with a U up the Dragons. Everyone's a Dragons fan. No Manly fans. Dump King, who scored. It was Dufty, the fullback for the St. George Dragons. Matthew Dufty. So pretty much just 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. And with a kick to come. And it's going to be, I believe that is Lomax who will take the kick. I actually might need to... Basically, if people are wanting to know why I'm looking down at this, I've basically got like both team sheets on there, and so I can know which player's who. And I draw like little circles around when a player scored. So Zach Lomax here, kick straight down the middle here. Should be relatively simple. And the kick straight down the middle, it's all good. Noah Berg, do you know any ways I can watch it live? I don't have Foxtel and it isn't on bloody TV. I don't think there's any way I can help you there. Unfortunately. I can't help you there, Noah, unfortunately. So, kick went through. 12-0 to the Dragons with 10 minutes remaining. And the kickoff there by Manly has restarted the game. Big spin there by Farmasili, who gets tackled for the first tackle just outside the Dragons 20. It's another good tackle there on the Dragons 35 for the second. And and Cherry Evans kind of laying into it for the number 13 for the third tackle. There's a bit of a kick. And Walker has picked it up from they're on the early kick, and he gets brought around the Manly 20. Manly again just walking back to getting into their thing. Oh, that's a big charge there for Parker. Massive brick wall there. That's a third tackle brought down on Manly's 35. And now Aloiai brings it on to the Dragons, onto Manly's 45 for the fourth tackle. And they got passed down the line here. That is Parker. I'll let you guess what happened. If you said another knock on by Manly and the Dragons now have the ball, you'd be correct. Because Jesus fucking Christ. I shouldn't say his name in vain. I'm sorry. But fuck me. Like, holy shit. So the Dragons get brought down for the second tackle just inside of Manly's half. So now it's Dufty gets brought down on the Manly's 45 metres away from the try line for the third tackle. That's a good tackle there. 35 metres away from the fourth tackle. And Norman gets brought down 25 metres out now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. Gives it off to Hunt. With a long ball there for Bird. And gives it off to Ramsey. Ramsey has scored. And it's a third try for the Dragons. Who's old mate? Dump King, my boy. Ramsey has scored. Ramsey has scored for the Dragons. 16-0 with a kick to come for a kick right near the sideline. This is starting to look not great for Manly. There's a good pass from Hunt straight to Bird, and a beautiful offload there from Bird to Ramsey, who gets the try. So all you need now is Saab to score. Oh. Stream quality's a bit iffy. Okay, it's a bit shaky, but yeah, that's a bit. No, it should be okay. So now, it's like it's in slow motion. It's a bit weird. But anyways, 6 minutes 30 remaining. I missed it. Who scored? Dump King. It was Ramsey. Ramsey scored. So here comes the kick now for Lomax from the sideline to make this potentially 18-0 for St. George. Oh, that is a beautiful kick. That bloody that was a fucking shit camera angle. It like zoomed in on like the refs. So all Dumb King needs now is Saab and Gosiewski to score, and he gets a grand. We're pulling for you. So 6 minutes 17 remaining here in this first half. I don't know why, but the last like 10-15 minutes of this first half has felt like it's gone for like 20 or 30 minutes. So Manly now with the kickoff. And it's caught by Ravalaara. I should actually write down... Yeah, I did write down Ramsey. And that's a tackle. First tackle is on the 10. And that's brought down. The second tackle was by Kerr on the Dragons 15. And now Alvaro makes it to the Dragons 25 for the third tackle. That's another tackle inside the, I think it's 30 on the 35. Is the game at Wynn Stadium? Yes, it is. It is. And it's a knock-on by Arfasili. So 40 metres out is a scrum feed here for Manly. I feel like I just got, by the way it's looking, if Manly don't score within the next 5 minutes, within the last 5 minutes, I think it'll be game over. By the way it's looking. Unless Des Hasler pulls out like the fucking absolute spray. So 40 metres out for Manly, a full set of 6. Now Walker from that offload gets brought down 30 metres out from the try line. Bit of an offload there. And it's going to be a penalty to Manly. So a bit of a penalty for a play. So it's a penalty for Manly. Narbog, who do I go for? I go for Newcastle. From here, I'm from Newcastle and everyone in my family supports them. We play the Tigers on Sunday, so it should be a very interesting catches from that penalty, first tackle, and that is Aloai who brings it down inside the Dragons 10. They need a score here, Manly. As Kepi gets brought down for the second. As Foran gives it off to Aloai for the third tackle. And it's passes. And Walker gets absolutely dragged down by Lomax. That was the fourth tackle now. And Trebojevic tries to make a charge inside the 10. And now last tackle here for Manly. They go down the short side. Foran tries to go for a grubber. And Parker. Oh, and it's trying to be backed away, but it's a try here. And it looks like Garrick has scored, and he has. So it's an attempted swipe away from the Dragons, but it didn't go far enough. And Garrick is able to pick it up. And now the Manly have gotten their first try of the game. So it's 18-4 now with a kick to come. So Foran takes the grubber kick. And Dufty tries to swipe it away, but the ball goes under him. And Garrick's able to slide in and ground it. So for Manly to get their first try. Yeah, the wrong wing dump king. You hear the referees talking, so they're still going, as Ruben Garrick is going to attempt to convert his own try. It's a kick from the sideline here for Garrick. So 2 minutes 15, so about 2 minutes remaining in this first half. So it's going to be very interesting to see if that try changes the team sheds. The talk in the team sheds by both coaches. So Garrick now waiting to take the kick. He's taken the kick and he has nailed it. That is a brilliant kick there by Garrick. And it's 18-6 with 2 minutes remaining now in this first half. Basically what I'm looking at down here is like the stream quality, because it goes into like yellow and then like dips into red a little bit, but then it goes fine because it's a bit shaky. It was a good definite read there by Garrick. So there's the kickoff there by St George. Manly brought it for the first tackle inside on their 25. As Kepi gets brought down for the second tackle on Manly's 30. Now Trebojevic gets brought down on Manly's 40 for the third tackle. As Aloiai now breaks past halfway for the fourth. Now it's a quick play of the ball there by Foran. They're now 25 metres away now. Last tackle here for Manly. It's Foran with a high kick. And Ravaloa goes up and takes a brilliant catch. And he gets brought down on the Dragons 15 for the first tackle, and it's the same as second sub. Yeah, it's really weird how they don't go down subs, and they always go up for down Garrick's half. And Tarek Sims now gets brought down on the 30 for the fourth tackle. And now that is Fuamo'o gets brought down on the Dragons 40. Last tackle here. And it's a kick. So 25 seconds remaining. So Manly need to set up his scrum here. Oh, it's a handover. So it's pretty much going to be the last play. Manly gone for a 40-20. And it's just short. And there it is. There is the halftime siren. As it is 18-6 to St. George. I feel like the team talk's gonna be a little bit different now with that try by Manly. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a halftime break, and we'll be back for the second half. Okay, we are back for the second half of this match. As Manly just about walking out now. Just going to do something quickly with the chat box. Okay, there we are. So the Dragons coming out now. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens, especially the first 10 minutes, which will set the precipice for this match. Okay, getting ready now. Who did I tip? I tipped the Dragons to win. I think my prediction was like 20-10. So still in the running. Just only need the Dragons to only score a penalty goal and Manly to only score a try and not convert it, as the kickoff has just happened for the second half. Just gonna refresh. Fuck the mouse. Oh no. Fuck's sake. For those wanting to know what has happened, is my mouse has, like, the actual cursor has disappeared. Oh, it's refreshed anyways, but Jesus Christ. As there was the third tackle there by Manly on their 25. As that is number 11, that is Gosiewski, who gets it to the 25 for the fourth tackle. That's a big charge there by Aloai, who gets it to the 35. Last tackle here, and Cherry Evans kicks it. It'll be picked up here by Dufty, who gets tackled in the Dragons 35 for the first tackle. Quick pay the ball is Ramsey now. Ramsey is British apparently, to halfway for the second. That's a good pick up there by Kerr, who makes it into the Manly's half. He gets tackled 45 metres away from the try line. And Famasili, who gets tackled inside the 40. Surely they had a chat in the room, yeah. Last tackle here for the Dragons, 30 metres out. And it's a kick here for Norman, from Norman. And Saab with a brilliant take. Not sure for the Seagulls. They need to score a lot, and they only scored 6 in 40 minutes. I feel like a lot can change though. It's you can't really tell. Like Manly could come out as Walker gets tackled for the third on Manly's 20. Not making much meters so far in this early part of the second half. That's a brilliant ruck up tackle by Ben Hunt. He gets tackled, who tackles Parker on Manly's 30 for the fourth. Now Manly get brought down on their 35. Last tackle here. And it's gone off to Cherry Evans, who takes a kick. It's a pairing kick, and now Ravalaura gets the ball up. He gets brought down on the Dragons 25 for the first tackle. Are you doing the other game? Yes, I am. The Rabbitohs and Roosters game. It should be a very interesting game. The Roosters I'd say the Roosters first. How do I not first test? I'd say, and that's a tackle there for the Dragons for the fourth on halfway. Sorry, I should be focusing on the match. As last tackle, 45 meters away from the try line here. Merrin gets brought down. Norman takes a kick on the 40 inside of Manly's half, and it gets taken by Saab, and it's a knock on here. Something's happened. I don't know what's... So, Saab's taken the... Jump over taking the ball. He's lost it. Then there was a kick by Ramsey. And then... I think there was a knock-on. I think there was a double knock-on here. And then Ramsey grounds it. I'm fairly certain it'll be a double knock-on and a scrum feed for the Dragons. Is what I think is probably going to happen. So Saab goes up for it on Manly's 15. They're checking to see if everyone's onside first. Are they all onside? They are on. The Chasers are onside. So Saab takes the catch. Loses possession. He almost dropped it. Then he loses it. And it goes back. Oh, it goes forward. Then he grabs it again. But the way it looks from that camera angle, because it was from behind, it did look like it went backwards. And he gets a secondary touch, and then Ramsey, I think, either picks it up or kicks it. Solify Oath, I support the Newcastle Knights. So Saab knocks it. I think it... Knock on, it's a play on. Ramsey then kicks it out of Saab's hands. Then Walker picks it up. And then he loses it. Saab's got, like, both hands on the ball when Ramsey kicks it. Oh, he's got one arm. Okay. So he's saying with one arm on it, he's gotten possession, so they've got a decision, so it's going to be a no try. And I believe it should be a scrum for the Dragons. Yeah, so it's a knock-on by Saab, so it'll be a scrum feed here for the Dragons. What's just happened? What the... What's going on? Why is... sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Discord just randomly opened for some reason. Hang on, there's some technical difficulties at the moment. I apologise for this. It has got a bit tits up. I'll try to... Basically what has happened... I thought my Streamlabs had just bricked itself, but what's actually happened is it... Okay, no, I don't even know what happened. Okay, so... It just all, like, stopped. Like, Streamlabs went off, and then... Has the internet just bricked itself? Because is KO like bitten the dust. Now Chrome's not responding. I apologise for this. I have no idea what's happening. Has KO just biffed it? Because I can see on the thing I'm still streaming, so I'm not like I haven't lost anything. I think, have I? Yeah, I'm still going. Okay. What is going on? Why is... KO. What the fuck has happened? I genuinely have zero clue what the what is actually going on. Okay, I'm gonna close that. Oh, this is so unprofessional. Reopen Chrome. Go to KO. It's not allowing me to go on to Chrome because now what is going on? Help. SOS. Try Firefox. Microsoft Ed. Don't have Firefox installed, so I might. If Edge doesn't work, then it must be... So is it Chrome that's biffed it? Chrome must have, because Bing's just popped up with it working. Page unresponsive. Yeah, no shit. Okay. If I don't get this sorted out in like 2 minutes, I might just end the stream. This is so... So how is everyone doing? Oh, hang on. Okay. We might be back. Let me just try to get this all back to normal. This is I'm basically speed running, setting up this stream. We're in round 3. Did anyone score? Okay, Streamlabs. Still 18:06, 47 minutes in. Okay, good. Okay, we got that back up. Okay, we got that. Now we need the KO game. For the KO to play the game. Come on. Okay, we're back. We are back. I don't know what happened then, but we are back with the game. This Manly must have gotten the ball from like a 7 tackle, got a 7 tackle set, so it's first tackle 15 metres out. As Cherry Evans goes down the near side, as Sully didn't pass it to Saab. Why didn't he pass to Saab? Beams just passed for a forward. And now Braseka tried to get an offload there, but it's a third tackle, 10 metres out. And Cherry Evans gives it off to Sully. He gives it off to Saab. Saab gets brought down 10 metres inside the half. Channel left is frozen still. Yeah, I might. Cherry Evans now. There's a bit of an offload here. Still fourth tackle here for Manly. Schuster still got the ball. And he gets brought down inside. Oh, he's still going. He gets brought out 5 metres out. Last tackle here for Manly. Cherry M's now with a kick to potentially for Saab. Saab's taken it, but he gets wrapped around by Ramsey. Okay, what I'm going to do is remove chat box, but then bring it back. Chat box. Yeah. There we are. There we go. We're all back. Is there still 30 minutes left? 28 minutes left now. So there we go. It's the third tackle and it's a kick there by Hunt. And it's picked up here by Walker for Manly. He gets brought down on Manly's 35. Not a lot of players for Manly. They're just walking back. It's not looking good. I believe in calling 20 minutes. Okay, second tackle here for Manly. He got tackled on the 40. That's a tackle there for Manly. 45 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. It's a bit of pass there for Sully. And there was calls for a bit of a forward pass, but don't think anything is. 25 metres out now. Last tackle here for Manly. And Cherry Evans goes up with a kick. Subs caught it. Nowhere near. Sully's now got it back up. They're still 25 metres out. And Cherry Evans with an offload now to Sully. And Sully with a kick now. And it's been caught by Ravalaara. And oh no. Thank you, Soilfly OCE. Now the stream's acting up, but the game's all good. Okay, so last tackle here for the Dragons on the 45. It's going to be a penalty for St George here. What? The exception unknown software. What? What the fuck is going on? Now Chrome just stopped working. Oh. Now I've got to sort this out. Something's really... Okay, so oh, the chat's now gone. I have no idea what's going on. So apparently there has been issues with Optus and Telstra.